Will Bitcoin go to 46k? Bitcoin is currently facing heavy resistance at 38k. The price is at the edge of a breakout. Will Bitcoin go to 46k coming week, or will it test lower? Let's find it out in today's analysis. Hello people, I'm the Naked Trader, and today I will analyze Bitcoin USDT, Shopify Incorporated, Blur USDT, ILLUVIUM USDT, OKTA Incorporated, and ETHEREUM USDT. So let's kick off with the weekly performance of the crypto market. As you can see, overall it has been a green week, and some big numbers like Blur 74% up, Ape 28, Mina 28, Rose 19, Clay 26, a few red ones, RLB 9%, Matic 6.5, Solana 3.5, BNB, and so on. Let's check out today's sentiment. Kind of mixed, but more green than red ones. Okay, that's very nice. Rose went up, FeedChain went up. Good. And let's go to the coin market cap. Currently we have a fear and greed index of 73, which indicates greed. Currently we have a market cap of 1.44 trillion with a volume of 29.13 billion. The top 10 coins currently are Bitcoin, Ethereum, Binance, Ripple, Solana, Cardano, Doge, and Tron. Let's go to the weekly performance of the stock market. Overall, a very nice week. Almost all stocks were green. As you can see, only a few tested back. NVIDIA, Starbucks 4%. But overall sentiment was green. Not so big numbers with the big ones like Microsoft, only 0.34%, Apple 0.14%, Google minus 0.35%, Meta 1%. So okay, and from here let's go to the weekly chart of Bitcoin. We're having a green week. Currently about 12 hours to close this week's candle. And it's still facing heavy resistance at 38k. So let's see what will happen coming days. And from the weekly, let me show the weekly levels. From the weekly, if we break out, next step is 46k on the upside and around 30k on the downside. So interesting. From the weekly I will change to the daily. As you can see here, the weekly resistance, but it's still pushing up. And yeah, currently at the breakout. Okay, I'll make last week's plan visible. So what happened last week? I told you guys that I'm not a fan of this one because this is the test of the test, but eventually it tested even higher, so more aggressive than this. Okay, and now facing resistance here at 37,800. Okay, let me remove the drafts. Okay, so what can we expect now? This one is mostly unlikely because it's already tested here and here, so I'll remove this one. So this scenario is still in play, a pullback around 30,400. And else if we go up, a test of either 41,000, pullback around 36,000, or even higher, a test of 46,000 with a pullback around 37,875 still in play. So 3 possible scenarios for Bitcoin still in play. And from Bitcoin I will go to Shopify. This is the weekly chart, but I want to start at the monthly chart. Here it went all the way up. Nice monthly test of the previous high. Okay. From the monthly I will go to the weekly. We do have a weekly gain of the last drop off of $66.71, which cost the low over here, the $46. So weekly gain, that's nice. Okay. From the weekly I'll change to the daily. I prefer to see a gain of the $70.61. On the daily, so far not. Rejection here. Okay, so let's make a plan for the coming days. Let me change to the weekly. Okay. So either a test of the 61.25, that's the aggressive play, and try to break the $70, aiming for 83.40, or the more defensive play around $53.14, trying to break the $70.61, or we will go straight up from here, test the $83.40 with a pullback, then entry around 66.71, aiming for higher levels. So 3 possible scenarios, and of course if it loses support here of $53, this is the low that we want to defend, else we will go lower. But these are the possible scenarios for Shopify. And from Shopify I will go to Blur USDT. This is an analysis of April 23. I will share a link in the description. This one here played out quite well. Let me see how much. Profit of more than 25% in the long, and a profit in the short of 39%, so congratulations. So I will remove this scenario and maybe let's see if we can find an interesting area to enter. I want to chase to the 4 hour. Yeah, okay. So either a pullback entry around 44 cents, trying to break the 65 cent. That's the aggressive play. Be aware that is already being tested over, where's my brush? Oh, over here at the 4 hour. So you might choose the defensive play. That is around 35 cents. And aiming for 55 cents or higher. How much profit will that be? Oh, almost 60%. That's nice. So I will aim for the defensive play of 35 cents. And if we go straight up from here, let's say a test of 81 cents, then a pullback around 55 cents, aiming for higher levels. Yeah, nice. So 3 possible scenarios for Blur USDT. And from Blur, I will go to ILLUVIUM, starting at the weekly. From the weekly, I will change to the daily. Okay. I'll add some scenarios for the coming days. So either a test of the 154 pullback with an entry around 170, aiming for higher, or we reject here at 117 and then test lower. The aggressive play is here around $90, but be aware that is already being tested, or we will test lower. So rejection here, and then the test of $66. Yeah. And be aware, if we lose $66, then we want to defend the $54. I will aim for the entry around $66 or this play after the gain, a test of $155 and then entry at 117. Yes, and from ILLUVIUM we will go to OKTA Incorporated, starting at the weekly. Well, let's change to the monthly. Okay. Here's the monthly drop-off at $96. Okay. And from the monthly we will change to the weekly. Okay, so what do we see at the weekly? Okay. Hello, high, high, hello, high, but no weekly gain. It kept the low over here, and here was another push, but a rejection at the weekly, and now we have weekly losses from the last low over here. Okay, so we might test lower. Let me remove the brushes. Okay, so either a rejection here at $78, and then we want to defend the $53, trying to go up from there. Potential profit of 26%. This can also happen straight away, or it will create a higher high, a test around between somewhere 96 and 104, pullback with entry of $78 and trying to break the 104, but that is after the weekly gain of, I prefer to see weekly gain of the $90. Yeah. Yes. So these are the scenarios for OKTA Incorporated, and from OKTA I will go to Ethereum, starting at the weekly chart. Also green week, still at resistance of 2100. Let me show the weekly levels. And from the weekly I will change to the daily. In the scenarios of last week, So I would say this scenario is still in play. A test of 2388 with a pullback, entry around 2142. And this one is also still in play. A rejection here at 2142. Pullback with the entry at 1845. And this one also still in play. Can go straight down from here with a test of 1668 and then aiming higher. So 3 possible scenarios still valid for the coming days. So thank you guys for watching today's episode. Enjoy your Sunday, join Team NakedTrader, subscribe, smash the like button if you like this content, and see you guys in the next one Wednesday. Cheers, bye bye.